So this is financial accounting, and it's courtesy of RCM Online College. So financial accounting, a minute, give me a minute. Uh, 26, 76, 22, karibu sana, karibu sana. I wish I know your name. So we're going to look at a certain concept under financial accounting, a concept that every accountant needs to know. It's a basic content that if you understand that content, you'll be able to prepare some journals. Therefore, first of all, I would like to maybe give a highlight of what financial accounting entails. Financial accounting, we have 12 topics. Under financial accounting, we have 12 topics. This is paper number 1. As far as CASNEB is concerned, it is paper number 1. The paper that will help you to understand the accounting concept, the principles of accounting, the standards of accounting, the basic of accounting. As an accountant, this is a very important paper. This is a very important paper that you need to understand. So, for the 12 topics that we are having, the first topic under these will be introduction to accounting. Just want to go through very fast. Introduction to accounting. That will be your first topic. The second topic will be accounting process and the system. Accounting process and the system. That is topic number 2. Accounting process and the systems. So you will be able to learn how the accounting process is done and the system that we can use to enable us to come up with all the statements that we may require. Accounting system and the process. We are going to learn over what are some of the source documents that we require to have or we require to know in order to start from scratch. Remember, from the source document is where we are able to get the evidence of any transaction. If you are an accountant and you're not able to know how to keep your source document, that means there's a problem. Source document is your evidence. For every transaction done, there must be a source document. So today, we're going to learn some of these source documents, and we are going to see how do we post those transactions in a journal. How do we post those transactions in a journal? That will be handled under topic number 2. Topic number 3 will be regulation and other principles. Regulations and other principles guiding in accounting and professionals. Regulations and the principle that are guiding accountants and also the professionals. That will be our topic number 3. And because my interest today is not to go through the whole of the topics, I want us to look at specifically topic number 2. Who can remind me? We have said topic number 2 inaitwa namna gani? What is the name of our topic number 2? Let me see those who are listening. Topic number 2, tumesema ni gani? Let me see. Le, karibu sana. Topic number 2, we've said it is accounting process and system. Accounting process and system. That is the topic I want us to look at. Accounting process and system. Accounting process and system. That will be topic number 2. So under this topic, class, this is the topic that will try to enlighten you on how do you prepare journals, how do you post some entries, how do you record some transaction. This is the topic that is the base to help you understand accounting, to help you understand the accounting. And as an accountant, there are things that you need to know. As I said earlier, there are some documents, original document, or the source. We call them source document. Who can give me an example? You might be knowing this because I know you are also practicing, unless maybe you are just coming from the lower level. What are some of the source documents that you know? What are some of the source documents that you know? This is a question I'm posing to you, knowing that all of you are accountants. Source document. Give me an example of a source document. Source document. Wow, this is very good. This is very good. Source document, who is giving us one? A source document. I'm waiting. Receipts. When you go to the supermarket, to buy some shopping, you will be issued, after you make the shopping, you'll be issued with a receipt. That is one of the source documents. Good receipt note. Yes, receipt. Thank you so much. That is one of the source document. In fact, that is the common source document that we interact with in our daily basis. In our daily basis, we interact with the receipts all through. You find that you'll be interacting with a receipt because you'll be, Gideon is giving us another one, invoice. All right. Invoice, we shall see what is invoice. We shall see what is debit note, what is credit note. All those are the source document. So if you are writing down, can you have this source document? Have this as the subheading. Just say a source document. Source document. You can say there are many. And we are saying that a source document, it is the original document. The original document that contains the details of the business transaction. It is the original document. Source document. It is the original document. It is the original document. It is the original document that contains the details of the business transactions. That is a source document. So it captures, you can say that this document captures the key information about the transaction, It captures the key information about the transaction. E.g., we were given one by one of us, cash sale receipt. This is one of the source documents, and I've told you that this is the major. This is the major one. So you said that this is a document. This is a document which shows cash has been received, shows cash has been received, under that document. Then we have an invoice as given by one of us. It is a document. You just say it is a document. It is a document. It is a document. This is invoice, a document issued when the customer or when the transaction, just let's use when the transaction was done on credit, What does that tell us? This is a document issued when the transaction was done on credit, Okay, you have shipping. We are given another one there. This is a very good one, Gideon has it all: invoice, shipping and receiving document, credit and debit note. Thank you so much. Yes. Those are some of the documents we are talking about. So when goods are received or issued on credit, whatever that you'll be given, we call it an invoice note. Then we have the credit note, the third one, credit note. So for the credit note, you say it is a document. It is a document issued. It is a document issued when the customer it is a document issued when the customer or the business return goods to the supplier. Return goods to the supplier. I know you know this. But there is a point I want to bring home. I know you know this. There's a point I want to bring home. A minute, I just adjust these. Yeah, I think that is okay. All right. Now, I want you to go and do some short research on the debit note and the voucher. Go and do some research on the two. The debit note, what it entails, and the voucher. You have all heard of the voucher, shopping voucher. You're given a voucher when maybe the other documents are not available. When other documents are not available, you are given a voucher. In most cases, unakuta shopping voucher is common. Shopping voucher is very common. I think, or you're saying shipping and receiving documents. Yes, when you are doing that business of maybe you want to import or to export, there are those documents that you exchange. So generally, those are some of the documents that are involved in this. Those are some of the documents that are involved. But now my concept today, what I want to illustrate to you is under preparation of a journal. How do we prepare a journal or presentation of journals? These are like diaries. Journals, we can call them diaries. So how many columns do you think our journal will have? How many columns do you think our journal will have in this? Eric Karibu. How many columns? We have a date column, of course. We have to record the date that the transaction took place. Then we have details column. Another column that you think we have here, ledger folio. If you people you have interacted, these are number for that document. Then we have debit column and credit columns. So by the end of these, you will be able to prepare a journal. Simply, that is how we prepare the journal. That is the format. You have the date, you have the details, you have the ledger folio, and then debit and credit. A minute. Give me a minute. So give me a minute as we adjust something small here. Oops, you people did not remind me to record. Okay, it's okay. So we can proceed. This is how we prepare our journals. I would like us to have an illustration. And this illustration, I'm going to use, allow me to use your names. Here we have David, Ochieng, Gideon, Henley, Jones, Lay, Techno. So, 26. So I can use David, Gideon, and Henley. I can use all of you. So illustration, just have this illustration. Just have illustration with you. So we can say this is year 2023. January 1, January 6. You can have January 6 here. You can have maybe January 8 in this year. The date is crucial, no problem. Then we have January 15, January 18. You can skip them in that order. Then you can have January 20. So I use Gideon. I say that Gideon, we have Gideon here. Gideon started a business with cash of, cash ya ngapi? Gideon anaweza kuwa alianza na not get. Okay. Gideon ama yeye aliandika kitambo. Gideon, can you hear me? I think there was a technical problem. Can you hear me? Okay, sawa. So you're saying Gideon started a business with a cash of, let's say this cash will be maybe 80,000. I have to adjust my board. Yes, a bit. All right. Gideon started a business with a cash of 80,000. I hope this is visible. Then the same Gideon, that means the business will be for Gideon. This is the owner. Gideon is the owner of this business. Gideon purchased goods from Ray. We have Ray, goods from Ray. Na hizo goods zitakuwa on credit. Worth maybe 30,000. Gideon has now purchased. This business belonged to Gideon. I want you to get this. The business belonged to Gideon. Now Gideon has purchased on January 6th. Gideon has purchased goods from Ray on credit. Has purchased goods from Ray on credit. What happened on Jan 8? On Jan 8, sold good, maybe to say sold good on cash. Gideon ameuza good on cash worth 6,000. 6,000. Then what happened on January 15? On January 15, Gideon will buy, maybe bought furniture from one of us here. This is Lewis from Lewis. Lewis ni muuzaji wa the furniture. Lewis for cash. Na hii sasa itakuwa 8,000. Amenunua furniture for cash 8,000. What happened on January 18? Paid salary. Hapo penye anakaa paid salary to the manager. Gideon has a manager. Manager, you can say maybe salary of 6,500. Then the last one on January 20, maybe paid rent. Paid rent to, who is the landlord here? Who is the landlord here? To Jones. Paid rent to Jones. Paid rent to Jones in cash. The rent, maybe we can say maybe a rent of 1,000. A rent of 1,000. Let's say maybe 1,000. And you are told to present that in a journal. You are told to present that in a journal. You are told to present that in a journal. You are told to present that in a journal. All right, I hope it's visible. I hope it's visible. So if you're told to present that information in a journal, how are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? So I've shown you how we prepare the journal, our format for the journal. Therefore, let's try and it's visible. Huh? It's visible. Okay, sawa. So now we want to prepare the journal or to present that information in a journal. Journal entries. All right. We have dates. We have details. We have what else will be our ledger folio. In most cases, you find that in this case, we don't highlight or write down the ledger folio because the ledger folio is just indicated when posting. Ledger folio is just indicated when posting the transaction. So in most cases, even we can leave that because that column will have nothing. The column will have nothing. But for the sake of this format, let me just put it. Then we have debit, and then we have credit side. Credit side. Yes, I've seen a question there. Coming back to that. Oops. So this is our ledger account. Journal account. All right. I hope you have that. I hope you are having that. I hope you're having that from your end. Now, can you tell me the first transaction that we are going to post? The first transaction that we are going to post, which name are we going to give it? Under detail. Under detail. That is now my question. Which name are we going to give our first transaction? Let me see those people who are able to maybe check at the illustration and maybe try to think aloud. To think aloud. What will be our first transaction? Waiting, I'm giving you 1 minute. This HP karibu sana. HP karibu sana. I'm giving you 1 minute. No. We cannot stay like that. Cannot stay like that. Cash account, right? cash account to whose account? To Gideon. So at this is date 1, Jan, of course. So we have detail cash account to Jones. This is we are calling the man Gideon. So this should be very wrong. Allow me to remove the ledger folio section. This ledger folio, wachana nayo kabisa. Cash account is just disturbing us. To Gideon. Gideon capital account. Gideon capital account of how much? How much? 80,000. You debit 80,000. You also credit 80,000. You debit 80,000. You credit 80,000. And then you give a narration. You give a narration. You give a narration. Being business started on cash. Being business started on cash. Being business started on cash. Ameanza biashara na cash. Alafu unafunga. Allow me to respond to a question here. There's someone having a question here. Okay, I think that is okay. So remember, you're getting these online services from RCM College. And here is our details. For those who wish maybe to join, this is our details. This is RCM College. RCM College 0719 is our number, 525,000. Then we charge Kenya shilling 4,200, 4,200, and we allow 2 equal installment. We allow installment payments. So that is per unit. Then our pay bill is 62,42,839. I'm responding to a question of sale. Then account, you can put the unit name. Kama ni FA, unaweka FA, unit name. What else? Then you can forward that M-Pesa message to this number. You can forward that M-Pesa message to that number, and it will be very, very good. 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 So I think I've answered the question from one of you, and that is it. So wacha tumalizene na hii kwanza, and then at the end, if you'll be having a question, I'm here to respond. Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. So class, I would like to know whether up to that point we are together. Are we together up to that point? Are we together up to this point? Are we together up to this point? Whereby we are having the cash account, you debit with 80,000, then our Gideon capital account, remember we credit. That money has gone out. Already Gideon ametumia the 80,000 to start the business. That is why we are saying that now money has gone out. The money has gone out. What is our next transaction? What will be our next transaction? What will be our next transaction? Now this one class you can give me. I know you people, you are bright. I know you are able to give me the next transaction. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. You see, we are told that on January 6th, this person purchased good from lay on credit. On January 6th, purchased good from lay on credit. Which account do we debit? Which account do we credit? This is the only thing that you need to understand. And then you need to know which detail are you supposed to put on this column. Which detail are you supposed to put on this column? Come on. The person is purchasing. So what you say, this is June 6, huh? June 6 or Jan 6. Say Jan 6. We shall be having the purchase account. Purchase account. And then we shall be having this month. This, I don't know whether it is a month. The lay account. So this one we are debiting the purchase account with 30,000. Then we are crediting the lay account with 30,000. We are crediting the lay account with 30,000. And then you give your narration. You see here we say being business started on cash. This one will be being purchase of good on credit. Yani the narration depend with whatever that you are doing. The transaction involve what? So you give the narration. Then we go to the next one is Jan 8. 8th of Jan. So what happened on 8th of Jan? We sold goods on cash. We sold good on cash. So to sales account. To sale account. So if we sold these goods on cash, then what did we what are we supposed to debit? What are we supposed to credit? So if we sold goods on cash, we have to debit the sales account with 6,000. 6,000. Which account are we supposed to debit, to credit? Sorry. Which account are we supposed to credit in that regard? We sold goods on cash. We are debiting sales account by 6,000. Which account are we supposed to credit? You people, I think I need to give you some few moments. You think about it. Okay, can you look at that transaction? If the transaction on Jan 6, we purchased good from lay on credit. We have come ahead, we have just debited the purchase account, and then lay account we have just credited. Now here, Jan 8, we are having these goods. So we shall be having the sales account, we debit, and then what other account are we going to credit? It is the same account. This, you see, you just created the same. See, person yetu, we have sold some money. Then we go to the other part. On Jan 15, what happened? 15 Jan. Sasa hii ni yenu, hii mtanipatia. 15 Jan. We see bought furniture from Lewis for cash. Bought furniture from Lewis for cash. Which account do we debit? Which account do we credit? We have furniture account here, and we have Lewis account. We have furniture account and Lewis account. Which one do we debit? Which one do we credit? Remember the rule. We debit what goes? Debit furniture account and then credit Lewis account. This is from Jones. Okay. Who is with the right mind with Jones? Who is with the right mind with Jones? You can see that is making sense. Remember, we are purchasing. Our money inaenda nje. Pesa yetu inaenda inatoka. Our account is reducing. While increasing the Lewis account. We are increasing the money in the Lewis account. So Jan 8, we are going to debit. We have furniture account. by how much? How much was the money? It was 8,000. 8,000. And then we have to debit cash. Yeah, Lewis. Yeah, Lewis with 8,000. Because it was done by cash. It was done by cash. Therefore, Lewis atapata hiyo. Then Jan 18, we paid salary to manager. Still, our money is going out. We are paying salary. So you can just put a line here. We paid salary on 18th Jan. 18th of January, we are paying salary. So we shall be having the salary account. We are debiting that. And then we shall be having the other account, which is cash account. Tumelipa na cash. Cash account to that manager account, of course. And then you say this will be 6,500 and this is 6,500. The last transaction happened on 20th January. 20th January. This transaction, we are told that there was rent that was paid. Now this one, I want it to come from a lady. I want it to come from a lady. If on 20th January, we paid rent to Jones, tulilipa rent to Jones. Jones is our landlord of 1,000. Which account are we going to credit? Which account are we going to debit? You should know if we are giving out money, if our account is reducing, we should know how we treat that transaction. Should know how we treat that transaction. So in this regard, when we pay rent, is our account increasing? Is the money in our account increasing or reducing when we are paying rent? When we are paying rent? An obvious question, an obvious question. Increasing or decreasing? Our cash or our money in the bank is reducing. And therefore, if it is reducing, you have to debit the rent account. We are debiting that rent account and then we credit the Jones or the cash. If you are paying through cash, you can see. So we are debiting the rent account, and then with 1,000, and then you credit the cash account. Of course, this is cash. It was paid through cash. It was paid through cash. It was paid through cash. Therefore, you are also going to credit the cash account with 1,000. Cash account with 1,000. And that means our money has reduced. If we had 10,000 in cash and we have paid a rent of 1,000, that means our money now remains to be 9,000. The balance that we have is 9,000. 9,000. 9,000. So, and that marked the end of that illustration. That marked the end of that illustration. That marked the end of that illustration. Do we have